Yo people, what's going on? It's Influence coming back with another video. Let's talk about Doctor Strange, Marvel's latest release. Went to see Doctor Strange yesterday. Wanted to do the video right after, but I didn't have time. I was doing different things. But Doctor Strange, let me first say this is non-spoiler review discussion. So I won't dig too deep. It's just gonna be a quick overview. First, I like Doctor Strange. I like the movie a lot. I think it was up there as far as the MCU is concerned. I think it's my favorite solo movie, or maybe my favorite origin movie, I should say. Iron Man was my favorite, but I don't know. One of my boys was like, he liked Ant-Man better. I don't think I liked Ant-Man better. I wasn't sure. Ant-Man was good, but I think besides, and let me clarify, Civil War I don't consider a solo movie, even though it was a cat movie. And also, I think The Winter Soldier is still my favorite solo movie. I consider that a solo movie. But yeah, the Civil War I don't really consider a solo movie. It had so many elements in it, so many other heroes. But let's get back to Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, first I want to say the acting, of course, the actors that they chosen. I think it was great that they chose Cumberbatch for one, because he's a great actor. I think he did a great job. I think everybody did a great job across the board. And I'm glad they got actors that were great. Not saying anybody else isn't great, but it just drove it home because it was some outrageous things. I can say it was a little Inception like. Some things were like Inception. If you've seen the movie Inception, you know what I'm talking about. If you have not seen the movie Inception, you don't know what I'm talking about. But it did have a lot of elements that Inception incorporated. But I just like how they dealt with a lot of things. Now, I wasn't a huge Doctor Strange fan. I did like Doctor Strange, but I didn't know a lot about the character. I knew the Ancient One. I knew certain things. I knew his cloak. I knew certain storylines. I've read a few storylines. I've seen him in different other people's books, different things of that nature. I watched the cartoon that they had. So I like the character. I just didn't know too much about it. I can't speak on the stuff that they changed that I know of. I know they took a couple scenes straight out of the comics, which I think people that are like extreme fans of Doctor Strange will appreciate. What else happened? That's why I like doing it as soon as I come home from the movie, because it's so fresh. The special effects, I can say, are on par. And from what I understand, the budget for this movie was a lot less. Or not a lot less. I can't say a lot less. I don't know what the budget was exactly, but I know the budget wasn't as much as some of the other movies. Naturally, I mean, it's one character. But it was a lot to do. I mean, this one character, you're dealing with the mystic arts and other dimensions and things. And I can say for the most part, I could not. I mean, you could tell at certain times the CGI, but the CGI was great. You can't. I mean, people falling, people jumping around, sideways, and buildings. This stuff was in the trailer. So like when the worlds split and people are falling and buildings, like it's hard to get that stuff all in one shot and make it look real. And I think they did a very, very good job with it. Cumberbatch, again, he played a hell of a role. He really made you feel the arrogance of him in the beginning. And I mean, he was an arrogant person anyway. And he made you believe everything. Like, he made you believe that he You know, his arrogance, his humbleness when he came to ask for help. I don't want to get too far into spoiler territory. Before I forget, you know, of course, to stay. Any Marvel fan, by now, you know to stay for the credits, but there's two after credit scene. There's mid credits and end credits, which they've been doing for a while. So I don't think that's nothing new. But anybody that's not like a extreme Marvel movie fan, just letting you know. Um, I I don't like. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think, and I'm gonna dip into some not really racial territory, but um, I don't know why the ancient one wasn't uh Tibetan or whatever he was in the comic. You know, I'm not sure why they made that change. To me, it's kind of, I don't know. To me, is the Hollywood shit is disrespectful to me anyway. You know, I'm coming from another perspective. Just as the, it's some things I can't say, but there were certain aspects in that. I'm not going to touch on it too much, but I was a little thrown off, which I knew that the ancient one was who they were at the, you know, I seen the previews, I seen everything, but you know, I'm gonna get off that. Uh, you know, of course, the Stan Lee cameo, and uh, not too many. I don't know. It's not too much more. I don't want to spoil it. There's a big, there's a big villain in it. I'm sure people maybe heard by now who that is, but it's not the original villain that you think. So it's basically some puppet mastery going on. Um, and that's about it, though. I mean, it was your basic origin story. They went through the whole origin. He came to fruition, fought his battles, I guess, and it moved. It moved well to me. It felt kind of short. Actually, I don't know if that was just me or I don't know. Maybe people can comment below if you've seen it. Um, okay, sorry about that. I had to cut it. My phone went off. Anyway, yeah, like I was saying, it was short. Well, it felt short to me. It didn't feel as long as it could be, but I mean, it felt done. It felt like it was wrapped up for the moment. It did feel that way, so it didn't feel like it left me anywhere unfinished. It and the credit scenes were great. I like especially the first one. The second one, the mid credit scene was great. I like that. Pretty funny. It had some. I think if that might be the only criticism I have of it. Some, you know, as Marvel movies do, just so it's not as dark as it can be, because you know, you're dealing with some dark subject matter. Things, people die, you know, it's things happening that's dark. So he has his jokes here and there, and it's pretty funny. Like, it's funny when he says it, but sometimes the little jokes take me out of the seriousness of what's going on. But all in all, it's not bad. So, you know, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I recommend going to see the movie. It was a great movie. I like the movie a lot. And I think that's it. All I wanted to touch on. All right, leave me thumbs up, comment below. You know, we can get in discussion. If you want to discuss anything, just leave me a comment below. I'll respond. Subscribe to my channel for future videos on everything, and check my other videos out. All right.